before we jump into the episode, I am so excited to announce our Soul Evolution Masterclass series is going to start soon. You are not going to want to miss out on this 5-day free masterclass series. The Soul Evolution Masterclass series is all about manifesting, assisting you in evolving as a soul. We talk about the Akashic Records. We do some healings and so much more. You're not going to want to miss this. Click the link in the show notes or the description or on my website, theamyrobeson.com/free, and you will find the masterclass series there as well. I cannot wait to see you at the masterclass series. If you sign up after we start this, because you're listening to the podcast, you'll be added to our waiting list to when we do it again. All right, my friends, without further ado, let's jump into the episode. Welcome to today's episode. I am so excited you are here. I'm being divinely guided to talk about trust. Ooh, this is a big one. I often have my students in Sacred Awakening when I'm teaching them about the Akashic Records or any course that I'm teaching where we're really tapping into intuition, the divine, requires a lot of trust. Trust is something that is so crucial as we are developing our awareness of self. Yes, I'm saying that. I'm not saying intuition. I'm saying developing awareness of self. Yes, intuition is a part of the reward when you develop awareness of self, but that's not the main goal. The main goal as you're opening yourself up to living a spiritual life is to discover something new about yourself, to have a self-discovery. And as you're having this self-discovery, what ends up happening is you have a new awareness of self. That might be I go into avoidance mode when certain things occur in my life. Maybe when a challenging conversation comes up. Maybe when you're so excited about learning something new, you self-sabotage and you go into avoidance mode to actually do the very thing that you're wanting to do. We have these self-awareness moments, and how you choose to react when you are given this opportunity to learn something new about yourself is going to ripple out into creating a new reality or creating the reality that you want. And it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, because there's a certain level of trust that has to occur. Trust that you're understanding what it is that you're perceiving. Trust in taking action. Trust that your self-awareness is leading you down the right path. Trust in your intuition. Trust in XYZ, because there's all sorts of different things that you have to trust in when you become self-aware of whatever it is that you've become aware of. So yes, we have this trust. Now, the next part of trust is taking action. And this action can be so challenging because when your intuition tells you something or when you become aware of something, you're like, okay, now what do I do about this? Then you have to trust whatever it is that you're receiving, whatever it is that your gut is telling you, whatever it is that divinity is sharing with you to do next, you have to trust it. And that does not mean that there are not emotions attached to it. That does not mean there's no challenging conversations to have or challenging decisions to make. Because when you trust, you have to take the full leap of faith that that's what is in direct, full alignment of what it is that you are meant to be doing next, or whatever it is that you're being guided to do it. And what happens for most people is they'll ping pong back and forth. Is this the right decision? Instead of trusting that decision, they ping pong back and forth to the point where they are questioning if it's the right decision. So here's what to do when you are doing this, when you get stuck in the loop. I was actually talking to someone recently about this because this particular person can't stop replaying how they were hurt by someone that they love dearly. And for me, I have this happen as well. Like, we all have this happen. There's these things that happen in our lives where we have to make tough decisions. And when we make these tough decisions, we have to trust that that decision is the right decision when we become aware of something. That does not mean that your mind isn't going to play games on you, because the game is to move back into the way you've processed in the past or the way that you're currently processing. The question is how you process in the past or how you're currently processing, is it healthy? Does it allow you to trust what it is that you received? Is it going to allow you to move forward on your soul's path and allow you to live your most authentic life, allow you to still have compassion, still love, but really be authentic in what it is that you are meant to be doing and take action on those things? And if the answer is no, it's not allowing you, you have to be willing to make changes. And those changes can be tough. They can be challenging. They can be gut-wrenching. They can be hard. The thing to do, though, is when that's happening and you start going in these loops, because these loops can be maddening and it can prevent you from sleeping at night, you stop and you pause and you realize what the thought is. And the thought is either serving you or not serving you. And that is so important. And if it's serving you, keep the thought. If it's not serving you, if it's causing you distress, if it's causing you to stay up at night, if it's causing you to have a tummy ache or just not feel good in general, you have to be willing to make some changes. And the changes are quite simple and I find quite effective. And that is to move into forgiveness. And it could look simply like this. I forgive myself for that decision. I trust what I'm receiving and I'm moving forward. You might have to forgive someone else, and it could be, I forgive you, I forgive me, I forgive it all. It could be that there's an entire array of people, things, situation, experiences that are involved with this loop that you're in. And so by forgiving it all, assist with stopping, pressing the pause button, and redirecting the thought. Because when you're in that loop, what ends up happening is you end up sending out all these signals that say, please stress me out some more. Please make me feel bad about this decision I made, instead of trusting that you made the right decision, trusting that you're meant to be doing the very next thing that you're meant to be doing. And this is challenging. It's so hard. It does not mean that it's instantly done and it's over with. What it means is that you stop the loop and you're able to then start redirecting your energy into trust and forgiveness. Forgiveness is a very powerful tool, and we can use it for decisions we're making. Not even if someone hurt you, but it's a decision. Maybe you feel bad about a decision that you're making, or maybe someone did hurt you. Forgiveness is, I think, one of the most amazing spiritual tools in our toolbox that can prevent things from being shoved under the rug for decades for us to look at later on. And shoving things under the rug for decades can be a detriment to our soul's alignment and evolution. That does not mean it does not happen. Let me say that. There are just things that do get shoved under there, and we got to process them. So we are willing to process them. But as we're navigating life, we have to be willing to look at what it is that we are receiving in that particular moment. And you can sit with it. You can meditate on it. You can really be with these decisions, but then you got to take a leap of faith and trust. And no matter what, whenever you're taking a leap of faith, there is a certain degree of trust that has to happen. So then what ends up happening is the thoughts can dampen or bring down the level of trust you have. And so that's where reframing your thoughts when you're catching yourself in a loop will help you lean into trust. They will help you re-navigate the situation in a more productive, empowered way. Let me say that slightly different. It's a healthier way to reframe your thoughts to process the situation than sit there and spin out of control or go into victimhood or go into blame. And so when you have the opportunity to reframe, you get the opportunity to also connect with a part of you that is in a vulnerable place, that has empathy for the situation, and that is willing to trust and know that you deserve to continue on your path in a more healthy, productive way. So the next time you are becoming self-aware of something, can you give yourself permission to trust? And if you get caught in a loop, can you give yourself permission to trust and to forgive? Those are the questions that I want you to sit with and lean into whenever this happens. Hey friends, don't forget the Soul Evolution Masterclass series is gonna start soon. You don't wanna miss out on this free 5-day event. Yes, I said absolutely free. It's 5 days of jam-packed soul evolution materials. You don't wanna miss out. We talk about the Akashic Records, manifesting, mindset, and so much more. Click the link or go to my website, theamyrobeson.com/free. And you can sign up for the Soul Evolution Masterclass series. And don't worry, if you can't join live, you can catch the replay. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.